Today we're making peanut butter cookies with the chocolate stars in them. So these are the chocolate stars and everything that I bought at Hy-Vee over in my area and everything. Now Brock's makes them too, but sometimes they're hard to come by and everything, especially this time of year when people are doing a lot of baking. But anyway, you make your peanut butter cookie recipe dough and everything, which is 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 egg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of margarine, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a cup of peanut butter. I lost my train of thought here. 1 cup of brown sugar, and as I said, the all-purpose flour. And mix it all up with your electric mixer, whether you have a countertop or a handheld. I use a handheld. I do not have much room in my kitchen, so, and use your melon baller here. And just put it on your baking sheets. I like my round baking sheets. That's just me. So you put it in the oven after it's been preheated 375 Fahrenheit. And let it bake for 9 to 10 minutes. And then you take them out of the oven while they're still warm. Put them on a cooling rack, or you can use old newspaper, old brown paper bags, or what I use is wax paper to set them on to cool. And then you put the chocolate stars in them in the middle of your cookie and everything. After you, of course, after all is said and done. So this is pretty much what I like to do right around the holidays. This is an old recipe my mom and I did when I was a little girl in elementary school. So that's what happens when you do a lot of baking and everything. You learn how to do this stuff as a kid. But I modify my own recipes. My mom has her recipe and I have mine. Even though everybody's got their own. I complain. But yeah, growing up, your counter space was a little limited. A lot of us did not have big kitchens, so you had to make do. And use your kitchen table if you had to. So anyway, I'm using up all this cookie dough. And I'm going to give some of these cookies to people, I know. Especially when a lady I've known since high school that's a cashier. And the nearby grocery store I shop at and buy the ingredients. At Hy-Vee. So anyway, this is it. And I'll pause you for a few minutes and we'll take them out. See you in a few. Well, now that the cookies are out of the oven and onto the wax paper, it's time to put the chocolate stars on. So I just do it like this. Right, like so. It doesn't take very long for me to do. Make sure your hands are clean, of course. And this is how it turns out. And don't worry, they might, get a little soft, but, just let it, cool off on your counter and everything. And beware, if you have a dog like I do, like this fellow over here, I'm on soon. Be careful around your pets, because, make sure they stay away from your cooling cookies and everything, because that's one thing you don't really need right now is having to call the vet and everything. Well, luckily this is just milk chocolate. It's not dark chocolate, thankfully, and everything. But yeah, these are what my mom and I used to do when I was a girl. And there we go. You know, several cookies like this. So I just say let cool and enjoy after it has a chance to cool. Bye for now and see you next week.